After studying this module, you would know about the concept of relationship marketing, learn about the significance of relationship marketing, learn about the various key issues in relationship marketing, know about the customer relationship management, and finally learn about the conditions and benefits of CRM. Now, let us have a brief introduction to relationship marketing. As competition increases, product innovation is definitely one of the key important elements that an organization needs to evolve, and it depends upon how the organization is able to steer itself in the market in the face of such competition. Here, product innovation comes very handy to an organization. Although the technical leadership of the company necessarily needs to know how to reach out to the customer, it also has to be quite innovative in the process. Engaging the customer, understanding the customer, and building a relationship has become the need of the day for each organization. According to gurus, the relationship marketing is defined as follows, and I quote, that marketing is a process that involves many parties or actors. The objectives of each party has to be met, and this is done by the mutual exchange and fulfilling of promises that makes the trust and as an important element. It makes it evident in the definition that marketing is based on the network amongst all stakeholders, customers, suppliers, vendors, intermediaries, all of whom work together for a common goal. It is thus possible to analyze the interactions and the process of relationship in this entire system. So, as we can see, relationship marketing is about the relationships amongst various stakeholders in the system of marketing. One thing that is most valuable to a company is its relationship. In fact, relationships these days are being treated as one form of capital. Amongst all the relationships, one of the most important relationships is with the customers, but equally important are the relationships with employees, the suppliers, the distributors, the dealers, and the retailers. The company's relationship is a form of capital. It is a sum of the knowledge, the experience, and the trust that a company has evolved, and the worth that the company has in terms of all of these dimensions. Well, very often these relationships are valued at a greater rate or at a greater level than the physical assets of the company. Relationships determine the future value of the firm according to Kotler. Traditional transactions marketing tended to ignore the relationship and the relationship building. It was only a short-term affair where as soon as a transaction is over, the firm would be happy that they have been able to sell some commodities or goods or products. The company was viewed as an independent agency, always maneuvering to secure the best terms. The company was also ready to switch from one supplier to another, from one distributor to another, or even they would not take enough care to see to it that their customers and their relationship with these customers and other stakeholders is retained. Therefore, companies were traditionally looking out only for certain short-term and immediate gains. The company assumed that it would normally keep its customers happy, and it spent most of its energy in acquiring new customers. The company neglected the interdependence amongst the main stakeholders and their roles in affecting the company's success. Therefore, relationship marketing is a breakthrough from the past, and relationship marketing marks a significant paradigm shift in marketing, a movement of thinking which is away from the past. And the thinking today is not solely determined by competition and conflict, but towards a thinking in terms of mutual interdependence and cooperation. So therefore, it is not only about conflict, it is about cooperation. It recognizes, relationship marketing recognizes the importance of various parties. As has been stated, the suppliers, the employees, the distributors, the dealers, the retailers all have to cooperate with each other in delivering the best value to the target customers. Here is the main characteristic of relationship marketing. 1. It focuses on partners and customers rather than on the company's products. It puts more emphasis on customer retention and growth rather than the acquisition of new customers. It relies on the cross-functional teams rather than the vertical departmental work, and it relies more on listening and learning than on talking. Now, let us look at the 4 P's of relationship marketing. I am sure you have heard about the 4 P's of marketing mix strategy, but these are the 4 P's of relationship marketing. Relationship marketing calls for new practices within the 4 P's, and they are the following 4 P's of relationship marketing. In terms of product, more products are customized to the customer's preferences. New products are developed and designed cooperatively with the suppliers, the distributors, the designers and the vendors of a company. Now let us take up price. The company will set the price based on the relationship with the customer and the bundle of features and services ordered by the customer. In business to business marketing, there is more of negotiation because the products are often designed for each customer. Now about distribution. In distribution, relationship marketing favors more direct marketing for the customer, thus reducing the role of middlemen. Relationship marketing also offers alternatives to the customers to choose the way in which they want to order or pay or receive or install or even repair their products. So there are lots of changes as far as the 3 P's that we have considered so far. Now the 4th P is communication. In relationship marketing, a new dimension is communication, and of course this could be seen as a part of promotion, but it could also be seen as a separate dimension. Relationship marketing favors individual communication and dialogue with the customers. RM also is integrated marketing communication, which helps to deliver the same promise and the same image to the customer. Relationship marketing sets up extranets with large customers to facilitate information exchange, joint planning, ordering and a payment system. Now, let us look at what relationship marketing does. Relationship marketing forms a part of the vision and the business ethics of the company. It envisages to imbibe the core values of the system into the entire marketing process. When the organization chooses to build its own business blocks around the relationship marketing, the organization is marrying its profit making goal with the customer relationship to build up synergies by which the divisions as well as the functions of the organization look at the functions of business as a whole and through the lens of relationship marketing. This helps to build a strong customer orientation and culture of customer sensitivity across the organization at all levels, all branches and all functions. In all, the organization and several of its departments are involved with the external customers, starting with marketing, sales, distribution to after sales service, quality as well as the finance distribution. All departments and aspects of the organization are involved with the customer and their orientation is towards the customer's interaction, and it is fashioned by the relationship marketing outlook of the organization. CRM, on the other hand, can best be described as an enabler of relationship marketing in any organization. CRM involves the processes including software and hardware components that automate and help to manage the customer engagement. While relationship marketing works as a strategy, and at the strategy level, CRM helps in implementing the strategy. The success of CRM is a concept that is widely seen due to the aggressive marketing of the CRM solutions by the IT companies who have developed the CRM packages. This helps in the multinational organizations to implement the standardization of the process of customer management on a large scale across geographic markets. There is also something known as the 4 R's of relationship marketing. Relationship marketing consists of 4 R's. The first R is known as reward. The customers purchase the sharing of information, and then we have something called the response to generate high response and faith. Respect, consumers' privacy and respect, and relevant, the relevant use of information for relevant communications and offers. So these are the 4 R's. The main objectives of relationship marketing is to share information with the loyal customers about the upcoming products, the offers to generate higher response rate, and the building up of faith in the minds of the customers by making them a part of the company policy. Using the information, customers sparingly only for genuine benefits of both the firm and the customer, along with keeping the secrecy and the respect for the privacy of the clients intact. Only relevant offers should be communicated to the customer, and not flooding them with requests and schemes, as it violates the privacy of the customer. So adequate care has to be taken that it is only the relevant offers and information that reaches the customer. This would amount to breach of trust if the customer has opted out of certain schemes or certain information, and if the customers are overloaded with such information. Now let us look at the difference between transactional and relationship marketing. As we have said earlier, the traditional method or mode of marketing was transactional. The companies were only concerned about very short term requirements, and therefore transactional marketing is basically the most traditional form of marketing, which is not different from selling. In this, emphasis is selling already produced goods and not on meeting the customer's expectations. Therefore, transaction marketing is something which we could call it as ex post. It looks at the past trends and past goods which have already been produced, and whereas relationship marketing is something which is about the future. Therefore, we could call it ex ante. So what is required in transactional marketing is only to look at the present or the immediate short term future, but in relationship marketing the company is obliged to look at the future, and therefore we could call it ex ante. Acquiring new customers is the main objective of all marketing activities, whereas in relationship marketing the focus is on building up a long term relationship which is satisfying to the customers. So these are some of the differences. Also, retaining the existing customers is a greater challenge. The focal point of the consumer research in terms of their tastes and preferences and designing a product which fits those particular parameters or those requirements involves customer relationship management or relationship management. Marketing does not end with the completion of any sales transaction, rather than it should lead to a long term contract with clients, and it should establish a relationship in the long run. These differences are displayed in Exhibit 1. Now let us see what customer relationship management is all about. Customer relationship management is a combination of people, processes and technology that seeks to understand a company's customer. It is an integrated approach to making relationships by focusing on the customer retention and on the relationship development. CRM has evolved from advances in information technology and organizational changes in the customer centric processes. The companies that are successful and which have successfully implemented the CRM would reap the rewards in customer loyalty and long run profits and profitability in the future. CRM is defined as the principles, the practices and the guidelines that an organization follows when interacting with its customers from the organization's point of view, with its entire relationship not only encompasses the direct interaction aspect such as sales and services related processes, but also in the forecasting and the analysis of customer trends and behaviors which ultimately serve to enhance the customer's overall experience. The customer relationship management is a tool which is used to implement a database to communicate with customers for sharing of information and other practices of relationship marketing. CRM implies management of the customers and other partners of the firm. CRM software packages are used for the collection and maintenance of the databases of consumers. It is a tool and a technique of practicing RM. Thus, it is in a narrower terms than the RM, and it is much wider concept, that is RM is a much wider concept. Hence, the word eCRM is also used at times in literature to denote CRMs. CRM can be used to create, assign and manage requests made by customers, such as the call center softwares which help the direct customers and to get them in touch with the agents. CRM software can also be used to identify and reward loyal customers over a period of time. For small businesses, the CRM system may simply consist of a contact manager system which integrates the emails, the documents, the jobs and faxes that are meant for the relationship with the individual accounts. CRM systems are available for specific markets as well, that is legal and financial markets and so on. Frequently the focus is on the event management and the relationship tracking as opposed to the financial returns on the investment. CRM often makes use of the social media to build up a customer relationship. Some of the CRM systems integrate social media sites like Twitter, LinkedIn, Facebook, Google Plus and so on to track and to communicate with the customers, sharing opinions and experiences with the company in terms of its products and services. The trends identified through the social media allow the businesses to make more accurate predictions, and they allow the businesses to undertake proper decisions which help in the supply of products. Many CRM softwares and services packages exist to help the companies to manage customers' relationship processes. In fact, the salespeople tend to think of these computer programs to be the all and end of CRM. But CRM has existed for a much longer time, and in fact it precedes the existence of computers. People have been buying and selling even before computers existed. Computers have greatly enhanced the customer relationship management process because it is a key to good customer relationship management, and it uncovers a lot of information, it stores a lot of information about the customers which was not possible before computers came into being. There are more companies known about that know about their customers, and the more they know about it, the better they can manage those relationships. Customer relationship management CRM softwares can help by storing all this information in an easy access format. With typical CRM programs, new leads are entered into, and the program's databases and salespersons and notes throughout the sales cycle help in improving the relationship. It is then easy for a company to compile the reports from this data that help it to design the CRM strategy. that's tailored for the customers. The CRM software can also automatically send out certain reminders or certain information, certain emails to individual customers, which could be designed and designated by the salespersons. For example, the salespersons might program the CRM to send out a thank you message whenever the customer reaches his or her anniversary or birthday or after a certain purchase. Or he could even send greetings, e-card on the customer's birthday. So these are some of the subtle methods that CRM employs. Now we shall discuss the importance of CRM. The ultimate purpose of CRM, like any other organizational initiative, is to increase profits. In the case of CRM, this is achieved mainly by providing better services to the customers than the competitors. The CRM is not only involves improvement in services to customers, but it also has the capability to reduce cost, to minimize wastage, and also to reduce the complaints that may arise from the customer. Effective CRM also reduces the staff stress because it also affects attrition, because if the staff is less stressed, then there would be less of attrition, and therefore the services would also improve. CRM enables instant market research as well. Opening up the lines of communication with the customer will give far better results and insights into the marketing process, into the selling process, and often this is found to be much better than market surveys. Good CRM also churns the market and also gives longevity for the customers to stay with the company. It helps the business to grow, and it reduces the attrition. And moreover, attrition, here we are talking about the customers, and moreover it also leads to referrals from the existing customers to new customers, and therefore it increases the customer base. The number of satisfied customers also increase, and it reduces firefighting and troubleshooting by the staff, and on the overall impact on the organizational services flow and the team work is more efficient, and naturally the human resource, the staff, is also found to be more happy in such an organization. A successful organization has 3 steps to build the customer relationship: to determine mutually satisfying goals between the organization and its customers, to establish and maintain customer rapport, to produce positive feelings in the organization and the customers. Now, what are the CRM conditions? The organization and the customers both have sets of conditions to consider when building up the relationship, such as wants and needs of both the parties. The organization needs to make the profit to survive and grow. Customers want good services, quality products, and an acceptable price. Therefore, a good CRM system should be based on both of these considerations and should give due weightage to both the aspects of the customer relationship management. What are the essentials of an effective CRM? The essentials of an effective CRM is that CRM should focus on any organization, and the organization's focus should be on developing a core competency and an overall strategy of building customer relationship, and in this way all the efforts in the organization can be aligned to some of these dimensions: customers and the culture of exceeding the customers' expectations, understanding and managing the people impact on the culture of the organization, the value of relationship building being valued in the organization, the services being seen as a value adding activity, reward and recognition being the basis of customer focus, that is, like it is said, going the extra mile in favor or towards the customer, evidence of the corporate support for the service activity. What are the benefits of effective CRM? There are significant business benefits which accrue from an effective integrated CRM approach. These include the reduced cost because of right things being done, that is, which is effective and efficient, increase in the customer satisfaction because they are getting exactly what they want, that is exceeding their expectations, ensuring that the focus of the organization is external, outward, on the customer, growth in the number of customers, maximization of the opportunities, that is increased services, referrals by the existing customers for new customers, increased access to the source of the market and the competitors' information, highlighting poor operational processes and long-term profitability and sustainability. Therefore, a forward-thinking organization understands the vital need to maintain a strategic focus on CRM and the resources required for this, and how a CRM system is to be managed appropriately. Now, let us recapitulate what we have seen in this module. A modern business firm has to invest time and resources in building up cordial relations with its stakeholders, all its stakeholders, in order to have equilibrium in its operations. It has become a question of survival to stress more on customer satisfaction rather than short-term profits and maximization alone. Relationship marketing is such a tool to achieve a more satisfied and happy customer who have a positive relationship with the firm, and it benefits both the parties concerned, that is the firm as well as the customer. The term customer is used to denote not only the end users of the products and services, but all those persons coming in contact with the firm and contributing to the functioning of the firm. This module lays down the conditions, the significance and the dynamics of relationship marketing process in a modern firm. It also covers such tools as CRM, which is an important technique to achieve relationship marketing. CRM initiatives have resulted in an increase in the competitiveness for many companies, as witnessed by the higher revenues and the lower operational cost. Managing customer relationships effectively and efficiently boosts the customer satisfaction and the retention rates. That is, it is not only important to look at new customers, but it is also important to manage and retain the existing customers. This is particularly true in a competitive environment. CRM applications help organizations to assess customer loyalty and profitability on measures such as repeat purchase, rupees spent, and longevity of the customer. CRM applications help answer questions like what products or services are important to our customers, in fact to particular customers. How should we communicate with these customers in a customized manner? Thus, it is in such an era of cutthroat competition that CRM and relationship management are tools which are important weapons to survive and keep the customers happy, to have an orientation towards the external environment, particularly towards the orientation towards the customers, and as well as the relationship with other stakeholders of the company. The more satisfied the customers would be, the more would be the profit in the long run. And this is the major difference, that what would then happen is that the firm will achieve a greater growth rate and there would be a greater penetration, its market share would increase and its market penetration would increase, retention of the existing market would be supplemented by a growth in the new customers as well.